right? Pablo the plumber over here asking us questions that's not important at the time. But you know what I'm saying?
Pablo the plumber.
Pablo the plumber is
crazy.
behind the camera, right?
Serving Dick Filet, ladies. Serving the Dick Filet.
And then
You got
it's
the
me,
old
though.
brown on and everything.
It's your
Hot
boy
and ready.
Keion. It's your boy Keion, aka Katie So Ambitious, that one half of the Marquee Unfiltered podcast. Make sure that you subscribe to the Marquee Unfiltered and follow us wherever you are on social media. We're there too.
Yes.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Jorae, your favorite host of the Melanin 360 podcast. You can follow me on all socials, on Instagram at the Melanin 360 podcast, on TikTok. Yes, I'm over there now doing funny things at _Melanin 360, and on YouTube at the Melanin 360 podcast. So like, comment, and subscribe.
Period. And I'm your girl, Marissa, aka that girl, Rissa, and aka the other half of Marquee Unfiltered. You can find us on all social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you have, Marquee Unfiltered. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and I will get the show started.
And share. Share, y'all.
Share.
And share.
Definitely
share with
share.
your friends, your cousins, your grandmother, your aunt, whoever.
Mhm. Your baby
All of
mother,
them. Your baby
side
mother
joint,
too.
all of that.
All of that.
Your Uber driver.
Or your Dick Filet delivery guy.
Hello?
You know what I mean?
Done.
Tip your
Inside
drivers.
joke. If you would like to know what that means, comment below and we'll tell you.
And we'll tell you.
Yes,
right?
just
We'll tell you.
Actually, just put the cow emoji. We'll know what you're talking about.
Oh, man. That's crazy, yo. Using the cow emoji to drop off meat. But we're not here for that. We're here for Jay-Z 30 weekend, Jay-Z 25 weekend, Extra Innings weekend,
Yes.
Jay-Z weekend.
Yes, the Jay-Z takeover.
The Jay-Z takeover. Bro, first off, the Jay-Z takeover was fire all the way around, right? Like
Mhm.
before the weekend's coming up, right?
Yes.
Like the pop-ups,
Mhm.
right? Just the re-releases, right? Like the tracks and things coming out on vinyl,
Yes.
right? The CDs, the albums that are coming out.
Mhm.
So just this whole reinvention of himself,
Mhm.
right, is like, oh, just even adding like the little dots over the Y, right,
Exactly.
and like renaming Jay-Z out, just shows like the level of appreciation and detail that he put in to 30 years of Jay-Z.
It's crazy that it's been 30 years.
It's crazy that it's been 30 years.
Like, I mean, I know it's been 30 years, but it's crazy that it's been 30
crazy that
years.
it's been 30 years. To still have that level of
relevance,
influence 30 years in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because all of us now are still just like, okay, there's an album coming. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
All of us walked away from the weekend. There's an album coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're about to see Jay-Z on tour again. Right? I'm definitely going to get tickets.
So let me ask y'all this. When you heard that it was going to be the 3-day concert, how did you feel? And did you know that you were going to run out and buy tickets when they drop?
Fuck yeah, I knew I was running out and buying tickets. Instantly, right? So if I could have, I would have been at all 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest, I put being a parent first. So
right,
Jay-Z announced, and I was like, Jay-Z going on concert, we're going, right? Like I gotta go. And then, but at that time when like we first heard like he was gonna have the Yankee Stadium shows, there was no dates, right? So I was like, oh, we're going. Then the dates came out. I was like, oh my Lord. Like, this is my son's birthday weekend. What are we going to do? So then from there, I was like, okay, what night do I have to go to? Mm-hmm. Right? So at first, remember, it was only the 2 nights. It was only the Reasonable Doubt night and it was Blueprint night. So for me, I was like, gotta go to Blueprint night. Right?
Okay.
Like that for me was my very first album. right? Very first like album that I purchased, right? Like we didn't have streaming at that time or anything. Like I had a Sony Walkman. I remember like living in New York City still at that time. So like walking to the train every day, like walking to school, it was in my ears all day long.
Okay.
Right. So for me, instantly I was like, gotta go this night. So at that point, it was a conversation, right? Me and my wife, I was like, my son had asked for, on the day of the Jay-Z Blueprint show, my son asked for Zay Flowers football camp. So he had to go to that. And I was like, all right, well, we still got to make it to Jay-Z. We're going to Blueprint.
You
right?
like, son, be that as it may.
Right. So at that point, I was like, all right, if he goes to that, then we're not going to have his birthday party on that day. Right? We can have his birthday party on Sunday. We got to go to Jay-Z. Then Extra Innings got announced, and I was like, God darn it. I really wanted tickets to that show, too, right? But we had the birthday party on Extra Innings Day, not knowing Extra Innings was going to be an extra inning.
Yes. Lord, yeah.
My God.
I mean? It lived up to the name.
Okay. So for me, when I heard that it was announced, I immediately was like, similar to you, I was like, I'm going. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what the date is. I'm going. Right.
That was 100% my thoughts.
Yes. And so it was one of those situations where I asked a few of my girlfriends and stuff like, y'all trying to go? And it was, oh, yeah. And I'm like, I don't have time, bro. I will go by myself.
So that's what I said too, right? Because my wife is not a Jay-Z fan. Right? So when it happened, what did I tell you, babe? I said, I will go up to New York by myself.
Yes.
Right? Like, I have to go to this, right? Like, I'm not even going to force you to go. Because I didn't know at the time what the tickets were going to be. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, look, if I have to, I'm going.
Yes.
Right? Like, I don't know what these going to be, but I'm going to pay it.
That's exactly how I felt.
But I know that you don't care for him in that way where I'm not going to force you. Like, you don't got to go, but I'm going. Like, so I feel you on that. I knew I was going.
So when we found out when the tickets were going to go on sale, I was like, all right, now I got to play the Ticketmaster game. Because I knew I wanted to go to Reasonable Doubt. And the reason why were very much for the same reasons that you just said, but I'm a smidge older than Keion, just a little bit. So when Reasonable Doubt came out, me and my best friend, we had just had our driver's licenses. We were driving. So, it was in the car. We played Reasonable Doubt until the CD and the tape pop. Like, we just listened to it all the time, every song. So that song speaks to a very important time of my life. Blueprint speaks to a different time, which was super important as well. But for me, Reasonable Doubt
was that one.
Yeah, it just started it all.
I feel you.
So I was like, I gotta go. So I'm on my way to work and I'm watching the clock to see when Ticketmaster going open. I got the app open. I'm driving like whatever. So I get to the office and I log on and everything. And my boss comes in and he's like, he knocks on my door and he's like, oh, you busy? And I was like, no, I'm good. Right. So he came back maybe about 10 minutes later and I'm like intently at the screen and he like, what you working on? And I looked at him, my boss cool. And I was like, listen, bro, I'm trying to buy Jay-Z tickets. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Like, there's no point in me lying. I'm trying to get tickets. And he was like, all right, you good. So I was calling my homegirl back and forth about the tickets. Till finally I told her, I was like, look, it's too much to go back and forth. I'm just gonna buy them. When I see them, I'm buying them and you just send me the money. Cause we don't have time.
Right.
So I think I was like, I don't know, thousands something in the queue to get tickets.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. And then they sold out. And I was like, my God, on today, what is going on? And then probably like 20, 30 minutes later, I logged back on and they opened back up. So I had to buy certified resale, which was fine. I still got them through Ticketmaster, whatever. We had pretty good seats. But I knew then that I was going. Me and my homegirl, we was excited because she's a big fan as well. And I'm the kind of person where if I go to a concert, I want to go with the person who's a big fan like I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go with a person who doesn't like the person or whatever.
Mhm.
Because I want to feed off the other person.
Right.
I want
Like
the, you know what
we
I'm
get
saying?
that energy. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel that. I
Mhm.
feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. So what's your experience?
So it's so funny that you say that because I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan. Like I like Jay-Z, but it never was like given like, oh, I gotta go. Like I gotta see him. So, but I'm a supportive wife. So I'm like, okay. And I feel like in our relationship, we kind of do that. Like, you know, it may be people that I want to see that he'll come. And it always, I feel like at the end of it, we always be like, dang, you know, I really enjoyed this. Like I didn't expect to, but I really, really enjoyed this show. So for me, I was like, cool, I want to go. I wanted to go, period, because I love concerts anyway. I don't
Yeah, me
care.
too.
Yeah, like I
Mhm.
love concerts. So I was like, I'm going to make it a good time regardless. I don't care if I
And it was
really...
in New York.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I do know his music, some of it, but I just don't know everything. And I'm not like a die-hard fan, but I do like Jay-Z. So I was like, okay, you know, I got it for him. And I was like, we can go. Like, I don't really care. Like, let's go.
Mhm.
I'm always down. Like, I don't really care. Let's go. Let's see. I want to experience it for myself. And then I can possibly have a different opinion or whatever. Because I never said like I didn't like Jay-Z. It just was like, oh, I'm not pressed. Like, I'll go, but I'm not like, oh my God, I gotta do this right now. So for me, it was a little bit different, but I will say, like, and we gonna get into it more, I really, really enjoyed the show. Like, that's what I'm gonna end it with. Really.
Okay.
Definitely an experience. It
Yes.
was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
And I knew it would be. I knew it would be.
It was a once in a lifetime experience. And
For sure.
I say
Definitely.
that I was talking to one of my coworkers and we were talking about concerts and stuff. Cause just like Marissa, I love live shows. I love
Mhm.
concerts. And even though he looked great, Jay-Z is 56 years old.
Right.
A lot
And
of the
you
artists-
never felt it.
No,
I
but
ain't even
a
know he was
lot of the
56.
artists that we came up on, they ain't spring chickens.
Mhm.
Touring is a lot. Like I watched an interview with Mary J. Blige and she was like, you know, people will be like, oh, she looked tired. She was like, I'm doing a show every night at like 55 years old. Like I'm good, but you know, yeah, I might have a show every couple of weeks that like I'm a little tired.
I'm a little tired.
And so it's like, how many more times are they going to do these shows?
Right.
That is
Right?
true.
Like, I don't know nobody that's going on big, massive world tours at like 64 years old, is
Right.
my point. So I'm like, nah, I got to get in while the getting is good.
I
is
said
true.
that. That's what I said.
Yeah, like-
my thing was I have never seen Jay-Z live.
I
right?
have. I've seen him twice.
Because in my time of growing up, right, when he went live,
Mm-hmm.
my money wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I just
Yeah.
wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like it was like, or I could like I would have asked my parents or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was just different times, and I wasn't like on concerts like how I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Where like now, like I've probably been saying it for years now. I was like, yo, if Jay-Z ever goes on tour, I'm going. Like I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But like in the past 10 years, it ain't really been since Watch the Throne. It ain't been no
Yeah, nah.
right. Like it's been Beyonce.
I was gonna say
Right.
yeah, with Beyonce.
It ain't been no Jay-Z, nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So instantly, that's what also was like, I'm going. Right. I have to see him live. And before even I had bought Roots picnic tickets. Like we kind of just go every year, right? Like that's one of our things. Like we just gonna go to Roots picnic. So as soon as they announce the tickets, we'll buy them before the lineup even comes out. And people all the time they like, y'all buy stuff before y'all know the lineup, and I'm like, yeah, because we gonna make it a time, right? Like we gonna have a time.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they announced the lineup, and I was like, yo, we gonna see Jay-Z and Erykah Badu. What? Like that was it.
Right,
So.
right.
Then we get to Roots Picnic and we see Jay-Z live at Roots Picnic. Instantly, I was like, we definitely are going to have a time at this Brooklyn show. Like, we have to.
That's what everybody was telling me. Everybody that I talked to that went to Ruth's Picnic that was
Yeah.
not going
Mhm.
to Jay-Z weekend in New York was like, y'all gonna have a time, because they had a time
It was a
at
time.
Ruth's Picnic. Like, they was like, his
It
performance was
was
amazing. So if it's anything above
amazing set.
that, yeah.
And I was like, if this motherfucker pulled this off at Ruth's Picnic, oh, I know Jay-Z weekend is going to be. Like, at that point, I was like, at that point, we already had our Jay-Z tickets. But I was like, ooh, do we add extra innings? Right? Like, at that point, I debated, like, ooh, did my son party
should
got to
have.
move or anything like that? and at this point, I wish I would have. Right? I would have just did it. Right? Because at this point, the trains would have stopped running. Right? But by the time extra innings really ended and you would have got on the train anyway, the train back to Jersey would have been running again. And it was a Monday morning. It definitely would have been running because people was going to work.
Because I'm
It
gonna tell
ain't
you
that
right
weekend
now,
schedule.
I low-key am looking at the tickets in LA. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold
What came
you.
up? What did I say this week, babe?
I'm
What did I
not
say to
gonna
you?
hold you.
did
What
bring
did
it
I
up.
say to
He
you
did
this
bring
week,
it up.
babe? I brought that up this week, Jorae. I said, so, babe, you know, we might, like, we never been out there.
I've never
Right?
been to
Yeah.
LA.
We never
I've
been
to
to
the
LA,
airport, but
right?
that's it.
So I was like, what if we go and see this show? Give us a couple days in LA. I thought about it. I literally bought that up this week. I was like, yo, we might have to go. Because it was such a good experience that I was like, ooh, the LA is only one night.
Yeah, it is. And Paris and London.
Right. So I want to see. I was like, this
Paris
would
would
be
be
nice to
nice.
kind of see. Paris would be
Paris,
fire.
yeah.
Paris would be fire.
And here's
Paris
the
would be
thing,
nice.
the tickets in Paris are cheap as hell. It's the flight.
It's the flight.
That's gonna get
It's the
you.
flight.
But the tickets are like $200.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
I looked
But
at
it's
the
the
flight.
flight.
I was like,
But
Nah,
because Paris
bruh.
do sound
I don't
nice.
know.
Then
It
he
sound
do,
nice, huh?
you know,
Yeah.
the song.
Niggas in Paris?
Niggas
Yeah.
in Paris. You
I was
like,
about to say, I'm about to go be a nigga in Paris. Like,
Right.
like that's gonna touch your soul.
Exactly.
That's gonna hit different, yo.
Exactly.
That's gonna hit different. Then listening to that shit live and motherfucking Paris.
Yeah, and I'm a nigga.
What? Shit.
So on the train ride up, because we took the train up on Thursday,
Okay.
and I was telling my homegirl, I was like, this nigga gonna cut his hair. She was like, you think so? I said, I do. I said, because this whole everything is nostalgic.
Yes.
Like, everything has been pointing to nostalgia. I said, this man gonna cut his hair. I was like, I feel it. I feel it. I was like, he already took the
locks out?
took the
The
locks
locks out.
out. And I said, and if you everything that Jay-Z and Beyonce do is intentional.
Yes.
I said, so they made a big production about him taking his locks out, and then he went to the Roots picnic,
with the
Roots
fro.
hair with the
Right.
fro, right? And you know, Roots picnic is very,
Yes.
you know, whatever.
Yes, yeah.
I said, so he had the fro, and the things that he was speaking on and talking about was very activist and stuff like that. I said, so the fro went with the Roots picnic. I said, but if he is coming back to Yankee Stadium, he's going to be in a Yankees fitted, and that man gonna have the low cut Caesar with the deep waves. And when we was sitting there as the show opened and they showed the video of Beyonce cutting that man hair, I lost it.
Mhm.
I was like, ah.
But it's funny that you said that because I did want to talk about just his rollout period. And I'm not even the biggest fan, but I was like, he did such a great job. Like, even like how you said the Roots picnic, he took his locks out. Like, you knew, I felt like what you said is true. You knew it was something else coming more. It's very intentional. I said, okay, he got a fro. I did think, like, could he cut his hair or, like, will he cut his hair? But I definitely was like, okay, that really went together nice. Like, the whole thing. Like, he did a really, really good job. Even with the pop-up shops, everything. I was like, the marketing was there. Like,
Absolutely.
all of it was there.
Absolutely. I mean, he has a well-oiled machine behind him anyway.
Yes.
But, like, I knew that he was going to cut his hair. And even just, I don't know how y'all felt about it, but the vibe of the people in the stadium, like, it was just so chill.
It was, everybody was there, like,
ready to have a
The
good
vibes
time.
was
everybody was
good.
there, like, even the people that we ended up sitting next to, like,
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was
yo,
just
like, we was best friends by the end of the night.
Yeah,
right?
like, it was so good.
Everybody was just,
very nice and like friendly.
everybody
not
was,
weird.
everybody
you know?
knew. But you know what? Also, though, like, I gotta say, everybody there is a more mature crowd,
Yes,
right?
which helped.
Right. So you gotta think, you know what I mean? Like, if you a Jay-Z fan, right, and you putting up that Jay-Z money,
Yeah, you not a YN. You not.
right? So it's kind of crazy what happened on Extra Innings night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they had YNs running in there.
Yeah, because
right?
they had
Without
no tickets.
They ain't had tickets.
And you know why? That's that FOMO. They watched all the videos
They wanted,
come out.
yeah, like, so by the third night, I was like, I gotta be involved. This is gonna be it. This it. It ain't no more nights. It ain't nothing. Because I mean, we had the smoothest experience
We did.
for our night. And I mean, we caught the train in. Right, like, and because I already knew, right, even before I talked to you, I already knew I wasn't driving them, right. And then when I talked to you, you definitely confirmed. I was like, yeah, well, we got planned is definitely the move, right. I was like, I'm not doing it, and we had a long day that day period. So catching the train was kind of smooth because I was like, all right, cool. We drove the Tesla up, so I was like, we can let the Tesla charge, we can get a little quick nap, and then
I like how you just
shoot back home,
you drive a Tesla,
right, and just shoot back home, right. So. That's what but it made the day perfect because we got out there, got off the train, got right in line, right, and we weren't in line long. Like, we got right inside. I feel like.
Let me tell you,
we weren't in line long at all.
We stayed way out in the Bronx, right, damn near by Westchester. But way out. Okay. My homegirl has family up there.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So we stayed out there because the rooms were a little cheaper, whatever. We got the text message I got the text message from Ticketmaster, and it was like, hey, if you have these seats, you enter here. You have these seats, you enter there. So they told us that we could go in gates 2, 4, or 6.
Okay, we went in through gate 6, I think.
It don't get no more simpler than that.
Right.
So I said, okay, cool. We got 3 gates to choose from. We called an Uber. Now the Uber was a little pricey, but it dropped us off in front of gate 4. Like, when I say in front, I'm talking about like
you got
you had to go nowhere.
Okay.
We got there early. We got there about 6:45. We was like, okay, we a little hungry.
It's a vibe at that time.
It was a vibe outside.
And you don't even got to go inside then.
It was no line.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'm going to still outside. Because outside was
It was no line.
Vibe.
We stopped outside, got a glizzy. Because we was like, we ain't about to buy that shit inside.
Okay.
Right? And we hung out, and then we went inside. Like, I think there was a small line, maybe about 15, 20 people in front of us, but it was constantly moving.
And that's how it was for us.
Yeah.
It was definitely moving fast.
Yeah.
It wasn't no commotion. It wasn't nothing. That's why I was like, when people were saying, oh, that's
we got right in.
We went inside. The people that worked at Yankee Stadium was super helpful. Oh, go this way, make a right. We had no problems.
Yeah.
It was great.
And we was a little late, so not like extra late, but
we was there right when he started. Right when he started, right when the set list got started.
And I was trying to find popcorn because I always
so
gotta have popcorn.
I moving slow. She like, I want popcorn, so I'm like, all right, we not walking to our seats because we're trying to find her popcorn. But I'm also like,
he watching the show,
right? Like, I'm watching the show, so I'm just pulling up, and that's what I mean. Like, I was pulling up anywhere in the stadium at that point just to see the show,
right?
And people still just like, come on in, bro. Like, you have a song too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just vibing.
The vibes was good. I loved seeing everybody's outfits. Like, everybody seemed very intentional.
Yes, I will say that. Yeah,
I was so mad about my outfit not fully coming through.
So what was the plan? What happened?
So I had ordered, because I wasn't in New York, and I did not know that they were going to have the Bronx pop up, which we didn't make it anyway, right? Yeah. I ordered the Blueprint shirt.
Okay.
Right. So I had the Blueprint shirt, and I ordered a couple other, like, I ordered the Reasonable Doubt shirt. And I was like, and like 2 other shirts, because I debated on the jersey.
Oh, yes.
Right. So that was my first thought. I was like, all right, babe, I think I'm going to do the jersey. And then I was like, I don't know. Like, we just got a lot of other stuff going on right now. And I was like, ooh, do I really want to drop this on it? And by the time I bought all the other shirts, I should have just bought the jersey. But it is what it is. did not come. Still hasn't come yet.
Oh.
But I also have seen online, like other people have said their Rock Nation order hasn't shipped out yet. Period.
Oh wow, maybe they got overwhelmed or something.
I don't know. So I
Probably.
just like let it be. So
Yeah.
that didn't come. So I ended up buying shoes and everything. Like I was like, oh, I got like the perfect hat. I got everything like laid out. So I ended up doing the whole other outfit. I just had to switch out the shirt. So as we were on our way up, I was like, I'm really thinking I'm about to just buy this blueprint shirt when we get to the stadium. Right. Like I really debated. I was like, if I buy it, I'll just save the other one, hold it out for a little bit, and then I'll sell it later. It's going to be worth more. Right. Like people can't get it no more or nothing like that. So I really debated it. And then I was like, you know what, babe? My shirt is coming. We here. I'm gonna enjoy the night. So I ended up doing that.
We still went to the mall though.
Still went to the mall.
Yes.
But we went to True Religion and I had a deal.
You did.
Right.
So okay.
The shirt was
I'm just saying we
practically
still went to the
free.
mall.
We still went to the mall, but my shirts were free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Right. So
yeah, I definitely started planning my outfit.
Yeah, I planned my outfit like prior, and
I wasn't really going for like anything specifically that said Jay-Z. I was building the outfit around the Yankee fitted.
Okay.
I was like, because I can't go to a Jay-Z show without a Yankee hat. Like, we just not. And I was like, do I want to do blue? Do I want to do black? Like, that was, and then if I do black, do I want to do black with the white Yankee emblem? So that's really what it was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I kept it real chill. And I was glad to see that most of the women there.
I think the women were tea.
Yeah, most of the women understood the assignment. There was a few that showed up in bodycon dresses and stilettos, and I was like,
"This is not it. This is not the Jay-Z."
You know, I always laugh when people do that.
Bruh,
because I be like, I'm wearing sneakers. Like,
yeah. I mean, if there was ever a concert for you to go to, for you to rock your streetwear,
that was the one.
This was the one.
That was the
one.
one.
Like, I'm gonna need for you to be,
and that's what I felt like we did. Like the streetwear was where we were at.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna need for you to be in some Jordans. I need for you to be
right, and that's what I did.
You know, I mean, I feel like
a lot of people did some Timbs.
Butters was a little hot.
I did see those.
Right, Butters was hot. Or if you're gonna do anything, because I almost did right. Like, and if I would have known the shirt wasn't gonna come in time, right, I would have just wore my all whites. Right. I would have just wore some Air Force Ones.
Yep.
Throw the Air Force Ones on.
That definitely reached for the time.
Right. And like went with some jean shorts and went with the Yankee jersey and the Yankee fitted.
Yep.
That would have been it. You know what I mean? So like that's it. Like that to me was the choices. I did the low Jordan 11s, right? But I think the choices really was Air Max. 95 or 97. Air Force Ones for sure.
Yeah, definitely Air Force Ones.
And Timbs.
Okay. I did some red, black, and white mids. Okay. The Jordan ones. Yes.
Right,
okay. I feel like they always can go though.
Yeah, you
like,
can always do. You can always do.
Classic.
And you know, I had on the
I love. So listen, 1s and 11s.
They
go with everything.
They go with everything.
They're versatile.
Yeah, they're versatile.
You know,
those are my most like collected Jordans. Is 1s and 11s.
Like it was just the vibe of everybody. Like I said, they got the assignment when it came to the outfit.
The vibe.
It was so good. Everybody was so friendly.
Yes.
You know, everybody was partying with each other.
Everybody was partying with each other.
Yes.
Everybody was partying with each other.
It wasn't
everybody was there to celebrate. Everybody was equally excited to be there. Right? Like everybody, no matter what seats you had, where you were at, everybody was so equally excited. Like, yo, you know what we about to witness?
Yes.
That I think it just made everybody's like, do you know what we're witnessing right now?
Now, I will say, I think that I have an advantage over nights 2 and 3 only because I think going to the first of anything.
I think so.
There's a slight advantage because you like, dog, I'm getting...
Nobody knows what to expect.
We don't know what to expect. I'm getting raw Trader Joe's organic.
Y'all got Nas.
Like,
night 1.
Listen.
You got Nas. Night
when
1.
Nas came out, I I didn't know he was going to come out. A lot of
Y'all got Blue Ivy.
Yeah,
a
lot
Ivy
of people
didn't come out
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
rest of
talk
the
about
show.
that in a minute. So a lot of people was like, well, I expected Nas because Nas released his little playlist of all his
Right.
favorite Jay-Z songs and they squashed the beef, and I was like, true, but that didn't necessarily signal.
That didn't signal to me that he was going to be there.
No, because we didn't know that he was going to do
He
a
don't even got
lot
no
of guest
singles.
But we didn't know that he was going to do a lot of guest appearances. Because me and my homegirl went back and forth. We was like, on the one hand, he's celebrating his 30th, so it could be a bunch of guest appearances. Or it could be about him just celebrating him.
Mm-hmm.
I expected guest appearances, but I expected naturals to the albums, right? So instantly from any conversation that me and her had, I was like, yo, like, all right, in my mind, Mecca was coming out, Foxy Brown was coming out, right? Like, I'm just thinking about all the Reasonable Doubt people. Like, those are the folks that were going to be there. Least expected people, but like played such a huge part. They were going to be there.
Now, when he did Brooklyn's Finest, he had Biggie on the screen in the background doing his part. And then mixing in some Biggie joints in there.
And
I was like,
the whole Biggie set though.
Yes.
Like, cause he had a nice little Biggie set.
And it almost felt like Biggie was there. It really did.
The relationship that him and Biggie had, the relationship that him and Biggie had, and the respect and the love that they showed to each other, and that he still shows to Big, is
absolutely
phenomenal.
Brooklyn's Finest is one of my favorite songs on that album. And so I have a video of me, a selfie video, and I'm saying Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls make you shit your drawers, right? That's my song. So I put it online, and my aunt was like, what are you singing? I was like, just don't.
Just let it be.
She
right.
like, shit your drawers. Just
let it be.
You
let it be.
know.
Right.
It ain't for you. Don't worry about it. But I just love how he incorporated that. And then, like I said, Nas was so unexpected. When he came out in the Brooklyn Mex jacket, I was like, I know that's not Nas. I was like, I know it's not. I was like, bro, we lost it.
Lost it.
The whole crowd lost it.
It was the most, I think, on our night though.
Yeah.
Right? On our night with on our way up, right? And probably before then, probably a couple days before that, I said, yo. So we were talking and I said, who you think, I'm just throwing shit at her that I know she don't know the answer to. But I'm like, who you think he gonna bring out on our night? And I was like, man, it's only one feature on Blueprint. There's one feature on Blueprint.
You are correct.
It's only one feature on Blueprint. And that's Renegade with Eminem.
So I was streaming that in our hotel room. I saw it when it happened.
Literally told her, I said, babe, he gonna bring Eminem out. Right? You want to talk about
went nuts.
My moment from the show? Renegade is my favorite song off that album.
Yeah, Renegade is, yes. I love
Renegade. My favorite song off that album, right? And I mean, all the time, like, I play Renegade regularly, right? Like,
yes.
I might not play the album, but don't I play Renegade regularly? Renegade is my favorite fucking song. And I mean, I can rap that joint lyric for lyric.
First of all,
Eminem,
the
Jay-Z.
beat slap. Like,
the beat slap on that motherfucker is crazy.
It's dumb crazy.
It's crazy. So the switch, the flow, the lyricism, what they talking about, everything on that song is fire. Like, Guru did his motherfucking thing with that.
And do you know why I like that song so much? Because especially back at that time, Jay-Z and Eminem was an unlikely pairing.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
You wasn't expecting it.
Like you wouldn't
You weren't
have
expecting
thought
it.
that.
You wouldn't have thought it at all.
Even though
I
they
will
were both
agree.
rappers, they just were different.
And it
worked. It worked.
It is a fire song. So, and the way that he bought him out, right? Like,
as soon as I saw the black
the
hoodie.
way he bought him out, right? I mean, Jay-Z started Renegade, right? You didn't know Eminem was coming
y'all
out,
was
right?
looking like,
You ain't know Eminem was coming out, right? And
Wait a minute.
and then, like, you know how it, blue, blue. See that black hoodie, modern day Shakespeare. What? That was me in there. I was
Listen.
like, oh my God. Like, and the whole show, like, I was like pulling out my phone, but I didn't want to pull out my phone.
I went through that too. So I wish I had
So-
more video, but I wanted to be
But you so
in
like
the
in the
moment.
moment. You so
You
in the
wanted to
moment.
be in the moment, but you wanted
So that moment, I was like, oh my God, like I'm trying to rap this song. I want to live in the moment, but like I got to get this on video. Like I'm never going to see this again.
Mhm.
So that was my peak moment of the show. Seeing that, like, to be expecting it, it still didn't hit like seeing it. Right.
So we found
and
somebody.
I told myself, I was like, he's going to bring Eminem out. But it just, seeing it, it was different.
We found somebody on YouTube that was streaming it. And
Mm.
they had a pretty good stream.
Mhm.
He did a
That's
pretty
good,
good
though.
job. So we in the room. We had went to go get something to eat or whatever on purpose because we wanted to be back in time
To see the show.
to watch
right.
the show, right? So we got the laptop up because it wasn't on the TV. We got the laptop up. We saw the black hoodie. We started jumping up and down. It was like, this nigga done brought out Eminem.
Bought out Eminem. Then Eminem does Lose Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then he does Lose Yourself. And I mean, top notch, like grew up on one of my favorite. Eminem Show is is my favorite Eminem album. Eminem Show is the best Eminem album. I will argue that down forever.
Actually, my favorite Eminem song actually is Superman is my favorite Eminem song.
Superman is my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's
That's
my
my
favorite.
favorite shit. It's this
I
best
listened to it
song.
on the way here. That's like my
Listen,
favorite song
it's
by Eminem.
That's my favorite song by Eminem. Like now I'm gonna play it now on When We Leave. It's my favorite song by him. It's
Yeah,
the best song
I love that song.
ever.
But that's how we felt when he brought Nas out and he did Jesus. Now we didn't talk about Eminem and I done got I done got all messed up. When he did The World Is Yours.
The world. All right.
Okay.
Listen, and I'm watching it on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, he brought out Nas,
Mhm.
and I'm just watching the set, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is like I was like, oh, we should really have been here tonight.
So my peak moment of the show was Blue Ivy
Oh, yes.
and Feeling It. And I don't know if you saw the post that I put online about it.
I don't know if I saw the post that you
Okay.
put on.
I saw it either.
So first of all, Feeling It is also one of my favorite songs.
One of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs.
On
Reasonable Doubt. But from Jay-Z, period. It's in my top 5.
Yes. I love that song. When the album came out, I remember I was telling you, we was in high school, this, that, and the
Mhm.
third. That was me and my best friend's favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we sung it
I
all
can
the
believe it.
time. Even
When I first heard Reasonable Doubt, easily, instantly
Mhm.
favorite song on the album.
I mean, even years after the album came out, like that was just still,
It's
we will
still
always
lit.
go back to that
It's one of
song.
my top 5. It's one of my top 5 Jay-Z's.
And my best friend passed away in 2006.
Oh,
She has sickle
okay.
cell. And so
wow.
now, even to this day, when the song comes on, if I'm in the car, I have a little mini moment, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes it'd be like a little,
Because you
oh.
thinking about,
Yeah, you'd be like,
I
oh,
get you.
that was my sis.
Right.
Sometimes the moments be bigger, sometimes they be smaller. So I was telling my homegirl, I was like, yo, when he does Feeling It, I
You
said,
know.
I've never heard him do it live.
You knew it was going to
Yeah.
hit. Yeah.
Because I guess because Feeling It was not really a radio
it wasn't.
cut
It's
like
not.
that.
It wasn't a radio
It
cut.
wasn't a
right?
radio cut. It was kind of like a
It got
deep
popular
cut.
later on.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of those deep cuts.
It was not on
right?
the radio.
Whereas now it's like, oh, you'll hear that on the radio.
Mhm.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't back then.
Right? Nobody knew who Mecca was. Nobody
Nope.
was listening to that.
Nope.
Right? And just thinking about the Reasonable Doubt story of how that album got out.
Exactly. And because that song was not a radio cut, he didn't really perform it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen Jay-Z now 3 times. The first time I saw him was at the Best of Both Worlds
Okay.
with R. Kelly, because
Well,
I think that
mhm.
only wound up being 3 shows, because after the DC show, it got canceled because,
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly be R. Kellyan. But I think DC got the last show.
Okay.
He didn't perform it then. And I saw him at M&T Bank with Justin Timberlake when they did
Shoe and Tie and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
when they
All
did
right.
their
Oh,
joint
okay.
situation
Right.
together.
Okay.
So I've never seen him do it live. And I was telling my homegirl in the Uber, I was like, yo, when he do this song, I might have a thug tear. I don't know. So when Blue came out and I heard it, first of all,
Her on
amazing.
those keys. Her on those
Yes,
keys.
I was like, go ahead,
Absolutely
Blue.
amazing. She looked amazing.
Looked
She did an
amazing.
amazing job. And when they went into the song, I'm just like, I had the light on the phone. Like everybody in the stadium had their lights up on the phone, and everybody was feeling it. I mean, pun intended. And so that for me was the peak moment of the show. I have another peak moment, but we'll talk about that later. But
Right.
that was the one. It hit
right.
me in the feels.
Yeah. That one, I mean,
It
I
hit
feel
me in
you.
the feels too, though.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm a
But you
nerd
think
for real
back,
though,
like
y'all.
those was the times, like for you, like you know that's a nostalgia time. Like you think about when you in high school, like those are the years you know you really starting to figure out yourself.
And you start thinking about this
who you
album,
are, right, and your friends and like everything. Like
it's so
I get
crazy
it.
how music impacted these seasons of our lives.
Yes.
Right. And like, cause there's even times now where I'll like, well, randomly, and it's usually like when we got a long drive where I'm like, let me go back. Like the other day we were driving, I think on the day back from Jay-Z, I like took it back to Drake and Future, What a Time to Be Alive. Right. And it's just like, you just start thinking about, wow, like where I was in life at this point. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel that.
So for me, my peak moment, I would say definitely when he brought out Pharrell.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yes,
I knew you
like
was gonna
it was
say that.
Eminem was number 2, and I would say both of them were definitely
Both
peak
of them
moments.
were fire. Both of them were peak
Pharrell
moments.
with his Hoochie Daddy short form.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be honest. The Pharrell moment was my number 2 peak.
Yes, I will say
Pharrell, and then I got another one.
Yeah, Pharrell was number 1 for me, and then Eminem was number 2. I feel like number 2 Eminem was because like my best friend is like a real big Eminem fan, so some of the stuff like I really learned like us growing up being friends, and like this girl did a whole project on Eminem.
I know that's right.
in elementary school. So like just me being her friend and like, okay, I thought about like, you know, those times when we were hanging out, like, oh, we listen to Eminem because you like Eminem. But I like Eminem too. Like, and just actually I will say this, listening to music now as an adult versus a kid is like a big thing.
Absolutely.
Big thing for me now, because I'm like, oh, that's what they was talking about. Or you could definitely relate more now that you understand the words and the lyrics and why and where it came from.
And you lived.
Yes,
bit.
you lived a little bit, so you went through some of the same stuff. So it was like, damn, I could really
I get what
feel
they're
that.
saying.
Like I could feel it.
Certain songs just hit different as an adult.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it does, truly. And I mean, Pharrell for me was like all the songs that they did. I was like, dang, like those are songs I remember being in my dad's car and like he playing, and I'm in the back seat, you know, like as a kid. And I was like, oh wow,
Because
like,
you did all of them.
Yeah, like I really knew him, and
You
I was
did
like, I
all
was
of 'em.
surprised, like, oh my gosh, like I really knew all these songs, like that's crazy. But for me, it just went back to like my childhood, and it was just like, okay, me in the back in the suburban, just chilling, listening to this. Like I didn't know what was going on as a kid, but like now, and then you see these people like actually doing the performances. It's been 30 years. It's like these are big things. Like this is like wow, like this is crazy. I never thought I would see Pharrell in person, like ever.
And Pharrell still looked
good
20 years ago.
20,
yes,
yeah.
like
He
my
still-
don't look at all like he aged. Same thing for Jay-Z. When y'all say he was 56, I say he 56. Like he don't look it at all. Like everybody look wonderful. Like you can't tell they aged or anything.
Jay cut his hair and looked like 1996.
Yes,
I
he
was
looked
like,
the same.
what in the
He
hell
literally looks the
is
same.
going on here?
Jay did. He got a little bit of a belly butt.
It's all right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally
That's
looks
all right,
the
yeah.
same though.
He
And
looked
his
the same.
face,
We like a dad bod over
You know what
here.
I mean?
We like a dad bod.
Right. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
okay.
So
It's all
I ain't
right.
mad at it. You know what I mean? I got the dad bod. So I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? I was like, look at Jay making it real for us. 30 to 20, nigga, I'm so hot still. Like, you hitting that. You know what I mean? Bring the dad bod out. We good, bro.
So my next peak moment was at the end of the show, people started leaving. And the real fans was like, nah.
it ain't over yet.
We was like,
Listen.
the house lights not on. He ain't do the whole thank y'all for coming out. He ain't really do none of that. He was like, you know, y'all been good.
Y'all been good. This was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then he walked off. And I was like, the band's still there. Like, nah. People rolled out.
I saw that people really left and then were mad, like outside, like, damn.
I don't even leave movies.
I
like
never
that.
leave a concert.
Like certain movies.
I never
because
leave
I'm
a concert
it might
quick.
be,
I never leave. We never. instantly we already know we're gonna be in a rush anyway.
Yeah, so why?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
be chilling.
we never leave a concert and be like,
It's gonna be
oh, let's get
crowded.
out
It's
of
gonna
And
be
here.
what
a
I'm not
line.
gonna do is leave early. Like people left before it was over,
Right.
trying to beat the rush. I'm like, but you paid for the
You gonna
show.
be-
Like,
yeah, nah, I know it's gonna be a rush at the end of this.
yeah, so I just
You know
wait.
what I mean?
It's fine.
I wait. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm cool
it's
with
cool.
it. I already prepared for the rush. Trust
So when the show started again, Alicia Keys came out, and
Right, because we didn't get Alicia Keys for our
No.
night.
yeah, they
He
did.
performed the song, but
We
'Cause
didn't get
we didn't
Alicia.
get
We
Alicia.
thought he was going to do encore, because that
So-
would have hit.
So listen, this is what pissed me off, right? I felt like on our night when Jay-Z did the walk-off, that was the point to start bringing up encore. So I'm screaming. I'm like, yo, y'all, none of y'all gonna pick up this point? Like, y'all don't know what moment we at?
Mm-hmm.
Like, none of y'all don't know.
That's what our whole
I'm like-
section was
I'm
like.
like, none of y'all don't know what moment we at right now? Like, this is the moment. Like, I'm like,
Because I love encore, and I
love it. I love it.
I was low key
And
blown
he
that he
performed
knew
it. He performed it for us. He performed it. But I'm like, yo, I'm screaming. I'm like, are you not entertained? I'm in there. I'm like, are you?
So after Alicia did her thing, then Jay came. Well, they came out and did Empire State of Mind together, and then he did like the mashup of like just a bunch of songs. When the beat dropped for Niggas in Paris,
When the beat drop for niggas.
Yeah,
No,
it was
listen.
like, mm-mm.
It
the
was-
stadium moved.
boom, boom. And I mean, but so what he did for us
Uh-huh.
was his mashup moment. He started Niggas in Paris,
Mhm.
get to Kanye verse, and niggas started mashing up.
So he did a mashup, and then he did. So it was like a mashup, then it was kind of like a little baby pause, and then he dropped the beat for Niggas in Paris. All that concrete was in there. We was like, yo, the stadium is moving. And I never really realized, as much as I do like that song, you don't realize till you hear it live how much that intro slaps so
That shit
hard.
slaps.
Oh my God. Then he went from that and went into Big Pimpin'. I thought I had died. My soul lifted from my body. Like it literally, like you can see it like floating up. Cause I love Big Pimpin',
Mhm.
right? I was like, yo, this is, if I don't go to no other shows the rest of my life,
You
This is
good.
it. So
we good.
my number 2 peak
Mm-hmm.
when he dropped the lore. Him and Pharrell live
Mm-hmm.
dropped the lore. Peak.
I would have loved to have seen Pharrell.
That shit
Like, that was amazing. I ain't even gonna lie.
because the whole thing is like that's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs ever.
Well, first of all, anytime you get Jay-Z and Pharrell together, it's magic.
It's magic, right? Fronting Allure, anything them two together on,
It's magic.
it's magic. But Allure, once again, it's the life. That shit hits,
Mhm.
right? That hits every time. So that was my number 2 peak moment because it was a song that I was prepared for. I was like, yo, like, what if they did this, right? But I was like, no, they're not going to do it. They're not
Mhm.
going to do it. This not going to happen, right? Like, I'm not going to see this song live. Then that shit fucking hit. And I was like, bro, fuck no. Live with Pharrell? Like, not just Jay-Z, but like live with Pharrell here.
Like, people just don't understand. Like,
Like-
and here we are over a week after. It's still TikTok and Instagram posts. Like, people still putting up videos.
I
Like,
haven't even,
Right.
all of
I
my
ain't do no
pictures,
content.
all of my videos, I haven't even
I
posted
got it in
nothing
my
about the
phone.
show. I
Like-
haven't posted nothing about the show. Like, I haven't even let people really know. Like, if you know me, you know I was at the show.
mhm.
But like, I might have posted a little bit of stuff on my story that night. But really, I wasn't even on my story because I was like, I want these videos. Like, I want it for me. Like, I want these memories for me. I got so much stuff in my phone. I promise you, like, other than Marissa, like, took some photos, like us walking in or like us just in New York and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I ain't post nothing from the show. Like, I haven't made no posts about it. I ain't post nothing from the show. I'm gonna drop this episode, and that's gonna be people's notification on it. That's gonna be for my archive. And I watch them. Like, the other day I watched, I was like, yo, we really saw this.
No, sometimes I'll be looking back too. And that's why I just feel like my perspective is really crazy because I'm like, I did not expect to enjoy it this much. Like, I really did. Like, I expected to enjoy it, but I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
So
we
let me
got to
ask you
see
this question,
Pharrell.
right? Is being married to me and like, especially like anytime before we go to a concert, that artist is probably heavy for me to play. Like we in driving or anything, we in a car. Like we about to go to a concert that week or two before. I'm
I
definitely
do that.
that artist only. What right now I'm struggling, right? Because I'm like, I see Jill Scott this Friday. And I'm like, I haven't really played no Jill Scott. But I see J. Cole the week after that.
Okay, so you got to play Jill this week.
I gotta
and
play
you
Jill this
J.
week. That's what
Cole.
I'm thinking. I'm playing Jill this week.
Oh, yeah, because I'm rocking
and go
Anthony
back.
Hamilton
Oh, you
Right.
seen
all week
Anthony Hamilton?
on Friday.
On Friday.
Dang.
Yeah. See, it's gonna be a week. It's gonna be a week of R&B. So
I'ma
by
go
the time
down
we
to
get
the-
to the live show,
I'm going to go down to the MGM and see him
Yeah.
and hope I don't get shot. But anyway, that's
you
enough.
know, you'll be all right.
Wear
You'll
your
be all right.
bulletproof vest. Bulletproof vest.
You know what I mean? You'll
You'll
be
get
all
you
right.
one from
You'll be-
Amazon.
But the way that R&B is about to hit, you know what I mean? The live show is gonna
I'm
be.
kind of mad I missed Chris and Usher a little bit.
But I asked you
Yeah.
numerous
I
times that you
know,
wanted the ticket.
I know,
I asked her
I know, he did.
because
And I was like, it's
knew-
okay.
Yeah, because they was in
I
DC the
knew
same weekend.
They was in DC the same weekend.
Uh-huh.
So, I said, I was like, fuck it, we can swing it. I told her, I said, look, man, we can swing the Friday, see Usher and Chris, Saturday and Jay-Z. Because especially like me, I offer something up because then I feel bad, right? I'm like, well, you're going to see Jay-Z, like, you sure you don't want to see Usher? You sure you don't want to see Chris Brown? Like, I'll buy you the tickets. So I offered it. And then, like, even I think the day of, like, somebody on my Facebook was like selling tickets.
Yeah, and we did think about
right.
it.
And I texted, I was like, boop.
I did think about it,
Babe,
but I think for
you want
me,
to get the tickets?
I ain't like that last album he did, Chris.
The Brown.
Yeah, it was trash a little bit. I didn't like that.
I've only seen Usher once. I've never seen Chris Brown.
Chris
So
Brown,
I do want to go.
he put on a
Maybe
performance.
I can catch him
He
in
put on a
another
performance.
city or
So
something.
I've seen both of them.
Yes, we have
Right.
both seen both of them.
We've seen both of them. Right. And I'm mad. I think the only thing that we didn't do that, like, we regret it and we talk about it is we did not go to see Usher. And we've been in Vegas while he was on his fucking residency and we didn't go see it. Right. That's one regret that I think we have. But I've seen both of them. We've seen both of them live. And Usher, when we saw Usher live, and we were at Lovers and Friends.
Okay.
And he did Confessions.
Yes.
20-year anniversary or like 10-year anniversary. I don't remember when we went, but
yeah,
boy,
it was
that shit was fire. And then at that point, Chris Brown was there that day too, right? And I think it was a couple-year anniversary for his first album. And he performed the whole first album and other tracks. And I mean, it was one of the best performances. So right after that, I was like, okay, she's a big Chris Brown fan. So I was like, all right, babe, we can go see the Chris Brown show, right? Like, let's just see him single. And we didn't go see, because remember he was on tour for the Indigo, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Indigo.
Was it 11/11? Or
might have been 11/11.
I think. But
he was on tour for that. And I was like, oh, we should go. And we did not go. I don't remember why we didn't go. And then he went on tour right after that. And I was like, we're going to go this time. And
it was amazing.
Show.
The show was good.
That was a good show.
Mike was on.
Yeah. So I've heard mixed reviews on the Usher and Chris Brown right now. I've heard mixed reviews.
Well,
but every time I see it from people's stories,
I'm like, it look good.
It should look good.
When we were at the show, there were a lot of, I mean, not that white people don't like Jay-Z, because I know they do. But it was a healthy amount.
It was more than I expected.
Yeah, it was a healthy amount.
I'm trying to
It was
remember.
white.
Knew the
it was
words.
Mexicans.
It was a lot of Latino.
Well,
yeah, like Mexican.
But I figured
Latino.
they was like probably Puerto Ricans and Dominicans
Yes.
from New York.
Right.
That's
from
what
New
I
York,
figured.
right,
Yeah. So we were sitting there, and it was a white couple that was sitting in front of us, right? So, everybody's singing, whatever. So we going through the show. and we get to Jigga My Nigga, right?
Oh Lord.
So everybody's
what's
singing
my
while our
motherfucking
whole
name?
row was looking like
Nigga.
You better not say it.
we was looking like say
Better
something,
get it right.
say something.
and
And
look,
they
y'all
didn't.
over there like, you better get it right.
They didn't. They was like my. I was like, yeah. Okay, don't get tossed up in here. But yeah, that was funny. But yeah, it was I thought that the little Timberland boot that had like the French fries and stuff and it was cute. Did you see that?
All right, so I did see that, and then they had one
Where was
other
that at?
thing. We
I
did
ordered
not
some
get
fries.
it. We did not get it, and
Oh.
I told her. I think I showed it to you though.
You did?
I showed you because they had the two.
I remember the
things-
little cap thing. The
They had the-
cap. Remember they had like the little
Yeah.
cap.
Yeah, they had two things that I showed you both of them.
Oh.
Yankee Stadium was
So
like
that's
selling.
the
Oh, that was cute.
yeah, that was cute.
Right, you
I
would've
was like,
kept it.
okay. I was like, okay.
You would have kept that.
No, you wouldn't have because it would have had grease stains on it. You
It probably
would've
was.
kept
It was cardboard. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
been all
paper,
like-
really.
Okay.
But I was like, that's a nice touch.
That was
Mhm.
cute though.
It was cute. Yeah, and then I saw the little Yankees hat on top of like people's drinks.
Yeah, I seen that. I
They
did see
had
the little
that.
hat.
Right. So the crazy thing is, I debated the hat.
Mm-hmm.
I debated the hat. I did not end up getting it, which is crazy because it's like usually I drop on a hat.
Yeah, he love hats.
And
I'm surprised you did not get one.
I'm surprised I didn't get it. Like
And we
now
had
that
a
I
whole
think about-
Liz gift
and
card.
every day I'm like, oh, I should have get it, but I wanted the Jay-Z one.
Oh.
And I think what like kept pushing me back was the $75.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, oh, do I really want to spend $75 on a hat? But like now, every day I regret it. I'm like, I should have just spent the $75 on the hat. I should have just bought it. Right. Like it came with the like every time I see somebody's hat and I see like the Jay-Z 30 and like the special emblems and everything. And then like remember it came also with like the little pins in it. I'm like, oh, I should have bought it.
So let me ask y'all this. What are your thoughts on extra innings? Things you've seen, things
All
you've
right.
heard.
So
I was
I
like,
think
ooh.
niggas was being niggas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Niggerism.
Right.
Mhm.
So the
Niggas-
whole night, right?
Niggas gonna need
The whole
every
night,
time.
right? So you talked about our night, you pulled up the stream, right? So I
Mhm.
found a couple little streams that was supposed to be playing,
Mhm.
right? So I keep going on their page. I'm like, yo, they're not playing yet. What the fuck going on? Like, they're not playing yet. They're not playing yet. They end the stadium. I'm like, damn, the stream not up yet. The stream not up yet. And then like it's announced like, oh, the show is delayed, right? So I'm like, yo, you can't reschedule this shit.
Yeah, nah.
Right? I'm
Right.
like, yo, you Jay-Z, you can't reschedule this. Like, you can't cancel the show. You can't reschedule this. So either they're going to have a full cancellation
Mm-hmm.
and as the night goes on. And I stayed up late. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We stayed up late. And I'm like, babe. I mean, I stayed up to the point where I think I fell asleep right when he went on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I was
It's
texting
after
my
12
homegirl.
o'clock. And,
Her and her husband went up for the show.
okay.
And I'm texting her and she like, yo, we outside. We've been out here since like 8 o'clock. It's like 11:30.
Wow.
I don't even know if they had gotten in by that time. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, babe, we still could have made it to the fucking show. That was one piece of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where I'm like, could have made it to the show. We still could have seen it. And the other piece of me, I was like, dang, man, I'm knocked out. And he had a fire show for extra innings.
He did. Now, here was my question, though. Because, I mean, I had commented on a couple people's threads and Instagram posts and stuff like that. And I heard a lot of conflicting stuff. I heard a lot of people, like, they got there on Sunday, got there around 6:30, 7 o'clock, went on in, everything
So I
was
heard,
good.
so
Some
the
people
breach didn't
said-
happen until I think around 8:30.
Right. Some people was like, we got there and they only had one gate open. And then other people was like, nah, that's not what happened. And I was like, on the third night, it should have been a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Why
That's
would
the last
they?
show.
Why would they have only opened up one gate? Like there were people
So
actually online.
I think people, right? Like if you go and you kind of see the show, if you and especially depending on the way of arrival, right? You may only think that it's one gate open.
But you have to know that there's more than one way in the Yankee
Right,
Stadium.
but you got to move around. But like, if you came in on a train, you
it's an
automatically
entrance right there by the
walking
train.
into this one entrance, right, by the train. Everybody might be just trying to walk into that,
But
or
I'm
whatever
like,
the case may be.
Ain't no way that I'm the only person that got directions in a text message.
We didn't get
So
that.
I
though.
didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Did you get them on Ticketmaster?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Our tickets was sitting on Ticketmaster.
Oh, it did say that? I don't know.
Remember we used the Ticketmaster app. We used the Ticketmaster app when we got there.
Yeah, we used the app. So
that's
like,
wild.
I really
Yeah,
just look
I
at
got.
We never
we
got
get no
text
text
message
message
nothing.
though.
But we already. I think when you're a concert goer, you kind of
kind of plan.
You kind of plan, right? So like for us, we go to concerts so much where we will look on the person who's hosting the concert, but we looking on the venues page. We looking on so many different avenues. So we looking at what Yankee Stadium is posting. We looking at what Jay-Z posting. We looking at
because I need to know what kind of bag I can
New
bring.
York is posting.
Where I can park.
We looking up so much stuff. So by the time when me and Marissa do stuff, like even if they do send a text, I'm gonna be honest. The facts, as soon as they drop those, I'm looking at them, right? Especially like we do a lot of festivals. So when you go to festivals, concerts are easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to music festivals, a concert is easy. So for us, we already kind of started preparing ourselves. And on top of that, we got to be extra prepared because we knew we weren't driving in. So we leave in our car somewhere. We leave in our car in Jersey. So for us, we kind of looking, I'm like, all right, how trains going to run, how this going to run, how that going to run, boop, 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 how is time going to be? So remember, I hit you up, but I'm like, how was your time last night? How did this work? How did that work? Boop, boop, boop. So for us, everything ended up being a smooth experience because of being that prepared. So it's kind of crazy. When I did see, a big thing that I did see is that by night 3, a lot of people were like, oh, fuck it, let me just be late. And I'm like, them motherfuckers supposed to early as fuck, be early.
Yeah. Right. Now, did they have, now at 8 o'clock, D-Nice came on and was doing music?
I don't know because
we didn't get there.
We were still outside.
Okay.
Right?
We didn't get inside.
D-Nice did a nice little set for an hour.
So what happened is we would have been there probably in time for the D-Nice set but
we missed the train.
I ended up making us miss the train. The first train from Jersey into the city. I made us miss that. So we had to take another train. So our train didn't come till like 8:20. We ended up taking that, but it was only one stop into Penn Station. Yeah. Then from Penn Station, we took a train. We took the D train right to the Yankee Stadium. That's probably like 8 stops. So it probably took us 30, 40 minutes between boom, boom. We get to Yankee Stadium, it's probably like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock. By the time we get in, it's 9 o'clock. Jay-Z just started.
He just started, yeah.
Okay.
So by the time we get in, it's 9 o'clock. Jay-Z is just started. We on the first level. We're not even at our seats yet or nothing.
I'm so glad. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody was like, it was worth it because of the show. But goddamn.
I'm
still kind of glad I wasn't there.
Because I don't like all of that commotion. Like, people
if I had
trying
to stand outside that whole time, I'd have been pissed. So
I'm not going to lie. Having to stand outside that whole time, I would have been pissed.
Me off.
But also, I'm like, let me ask you a question. What if y'all got in? So what if you got there early?
I kind of probably would have been mad too. Like, what's 7 going on?
And you in there.
But I would have rather have been inside and waited.
Yeah, at least you could sit down.
I could sit down. I could eat.
You could eat. That is true.
Yeah, walk around.
You spend more money though. Y'all don't think
but
so?
At least I'd still rather be inside.
I would have rather
been
inside
to the bathroom if I had to.
Right.
Now, when we left the show, now I know that taking a ride share after a concert is a lot.
Mm-hmm. I never do it. We
never
do it. I
learned my lesson with that shit.
We've been to so many live shows, concerts.
It just don't work.
It just don't work.
But
you gotta get far.
Uber, let me get on you real quick. $191 for
you
Uber.
Are lying.
You're crazy.
I
that you paid it.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you dispute it? Because I would have been like, oh no,
but
that's
insane that you wanted to charge me $191 for Uber. You're dumb. We're
Guess
not
what the
doing
fuck?
it.
We got on the train and spent what, $8? I think. And then we had to get on the MTA and New Jersey Transit. I think we spent $8.
Now Lyft was like $80. or something like that. That's
It's
still
Okay.
high.
It's cheaper.
That's still high, but
But it was two of us.
But for New York, you know what I mean?
It was two of us, so we split it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
it's
problem
not
with
bad.
that was we had to go through like 5 Ubers
I believe
because it kept
'cause people
canceling
kept
or whatever.
canceling 'cause
they
They
kept
kept
canceling.
canceling.
They can't get in. So
But
I'm
shout
gonna say
out-
this. I'm a New Yorker, right? I grew up in New York. So like whenever we go to New York, before we even plan to go to New York, anytime, I always tell her, I'm like, babe, I really don't want to drive. Like, can we take the train up?
Oh yeah, the
And
train
then-
is lit.
And then like if we take the train up, like we can take the train to the concerts, we can take the train to the shows, right? So like we about to go to New York for J. Cole in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm not driving. Like, let's just take the train up from there. So like this was her experience. She's been telling me, she's like, babe, I've been in New York, but I never got on the train before. I'm like, let's fucking do it. So when we went to Jay-Z, that was our first time ever being on the subway, ever like
Okay.
dealing with the trains, anything. Where like me, I grew up in that shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I've been out of New York so long, like I don't know direct routes off the top of my head. I'm gonna look them shits up before we even make a move. Boom, what train we getting on? Do we gotta hop on a bus? Or we can just walk it? Boop, 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 boom. So even when I talked to you before we went and you was like, yo, don't drive down there. I was like, I wasn't fucking planning to. Like,
Oh,
come
yeah, 'cause I
on,
heard the
Jorae.
parking
Like,
was like $80, $90 or something.
I was like,
believe
Jorae,
it. I
I
believe
was
it.
like,
They be trying
Jorae,
to tax.
I'm not fucking parking down that motherfucker.
I'm thinking about getting a parking lot. The
Right.
rental parking
Yeah, we've been
spaces.
talking about getting a parking lot ourselves to fucking rent our parking spots.
I know
but
that's right. Listen,
we was
Seriously.
like, fuck that. I
wanna
already
send-
knew.
I want to send a special shout out to the Lyft driver that picked us up. That was nice enough to let us go into the bodega and get something to eat
That was nice.
at like
Right,
2
that was
o'clock in the
nice.
morning.
What'd you get?
I
get?
got a hero. Like,
So let me tell y'all a funny story. I'm so
Yes,
happy that you fucking said
please.
that.
so listen,
It's
I want to
so
tell y'all a funny
hilarious.
story. I want to tell you a funny
listen,
story.
and shout out to the little the bodega owner that was trying to holler. You know,
Okay.
I'm just saying, shoot your shot.
If I'm back in New York.
Little
You
dick
know,
fillet.
It bounced off, but you know, it was cute. But thank you for that because it was late. We was tired. We was hungry. We was
What
thirsty.
kind of hero did you get?
I got what? Tuna.
Oh,
No,
not
not tuna. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Turkey, lettuce, tomato, mustard cheese.
No, no
Little
mustard.
mayo,
You don't
mustard.
really need
All right,
mustard.
so listen. So
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Yo,
Let me tell you a funny story.
'cause this
Let me tell
man
you a
think I'm
funny
from New
story, right?
York.
So listen, right? I grew up in New York, right?
Yeah, and he
So-
always yelling at me when I don't.
I
fucking
don't
know.
yell at her.
Yes,
She's
you
lying.
do.
I didn't yell. This is what happened. So we in New York yesterday
Yes, this
Right.
is yesterday.
to go see. So I still got family in New York, right? My grandmother still live in New York. My aunt live in New York. I got family in New York. So we going up there for a birthday party, right? And like ultimately, I'm sad that we couldn't spend more time because like we ended up every time I go to
It
New
was
York,
really
I'm like,
nice.
every
Yeah,
time I go
we
to New York,
enjoyed
I'm
it.
like, oh, I want to spend more time. Like I miss being home, right? Whatever. We going to New York. What got me through yesterday was that I know I'm gonna be in New York next week.
Mm.
So I was like, whatever. We got a whole weekend. Like I'm not coming back till Monday. Like we good. Thank you, babe. We outside. So we stop in New York. Our kids tell us on our way up, they like, yo, we hungry. So I'm like, all right, we done drove all the way up. They ate breakfast before we left. It's a 3-hour drive, right? 3.5 hours. So I'm like, yeah, it's about time for them to be hungry again. It's lunchtime, right? We know we're going to a birthday party, but y'all know how birthday parties work. You don't ever eat right when you get right to the birthday party.
Right.
So I was like, let's just eat. So we stopped. She looking. She like, well, where you want to stop at? I said, let's just stop at this deli. This is a bodega right here. We'll just stop here. Boom. She go inside. Because I got the car. We in New York. I double park. I'm pulling New York rules. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right? She like, you park the car. You're not going to get out? No, nigga. We're not
Like, 'cause
even
you're not
like, I'm in a
technically
fire
parked.
hydrant spot. Like, nigga, no, I'm not parked right now. Like, nigga, if the police pull up right now, I need to be able to pull out of here as fast as they fucking pull up. Like, if I'm in the store with you, I got to run across the street. Nigga, we fucked by then. Like, and the kids in the car. No, I can't get out with you. You got to get out. So she get in the store. She like, what you want? I was like, yo, I want a hero, turkey hero, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, mayonnaise, boom. Throw a little mustard on there. You good. This was she said.
Not us ordering the same sandwich, though. That's crazy.
That's what I asked her. That's why I was like, what kind of hero you get? Right? But I grew up in New York. So this is the fuck she say back to me. They don't got no hero. You see how
Right.
Jorae face went? You see how
But
Jorae face
Jorae,
went?
in my
You see
defense,
how
I
Jorae
thought the
face went?
sandwich name was Hero. So I'm like, well, you said Hero. Like, what are you
Hey,
talking
listen.
about? Like, I didn't know that was the
but
fucking
Jorae,
bread.
But I did just say hero. I said, order me a hero.
A turkey one. Yes, they didn't have turkey
I
hero.
tell her
That's
all that shit
hilarious.
after that, right? So
They
she
didn't
like,
have turkey hero.
she don't see that, right? So she like, they don't got no hair. I'm like, listen, I'm like, order a fucking hero.
Right, yelling,
They do
but you
fucking got
said
a
you ain't
fucking
yell,
hero.
but you did
I'm
yell.
like, yo, order a fucking hero. I'm telling you what
Right.
to order.
And I
Tell
got
them directly
cursed
what
out,
the fuck I
y'all.
just said. So she like, can I get a turkey hero with blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and they gave it to her. I'm like, see, just listen to me. Just
That
order what
is
the fuck I say.
hilarious.
Yo, so the show is funny because she ain't grow up in New York, so she don't know that
And
shit,
I didn't
right?
grow up in New York either, but I have friends that grew up in New York.
That grew up in
but
New
I
York, so
didn't-
you
yeah,
know.
I didn't hear that.
So she
I'm
don't
like,
know
what
that,
the
right?
fuck
So
you
I'm
talking about?
like, babe, a hero is just a sub, but it's the way that they fix it, they
Yeah,
spread
but
the
you
shit
ain't
up
tell
and
me all
everything.
that at
Sub,
first.
She ain't
hope,
all that,
same
right?
thing.
She ain't all that, right? So she come back with her sandwich, right? I'm like, what you get, a Kaiser roll? She did get a Kaiser roll.
Oh, you got on the roll.
Yeah.
I wanted it on a
But
roll
it's
because
okay.
the sandwich
It's
was
all
real
right.
big, and I was like, we about
The
to go to a
Kaiser
party.
roll is cool. The Kaiser roll is cool.
Yeah,
though.
I
I
said we
do
about to
like
go
a
to a
Kaiser roll
party.
sandwich.
And I
But we
was
should have really
like,
got
we
the
about to
3-inch.
eat.
I ain't need the full sandwich, but it's cool.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I mean?
I
So I
didn't
got
know.
that.
So I was like, here, I don't see turkey hero on the menu. I'm thinking it's
I'm like, you're not gonna
it's
see that
gonna
on the
say
menu.
that. Like, I'm like, I don't know.
And I really pull
So,
up to a
like,
bodega for it. I'm like, we on the corner. Like, this a deli bodega. Go in there, tell them we want
So
boop, boop, boop.
he all yelling and shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't know.
Right.
You gotta tell
So
me.
she
Like, you gotta explain.
so
Like, I
she
don't know.
thinking, she like, they don't have that on the menu. Like, that's not the sandwiches that they say. I'm like, nigga.
I'm
we in
like,
New
turkey
York.
hero's a sandwich down here. Clearly, I'm like, that must be a famous sandwich. But I'm like,
nigga, we in New York.
whole time
yo.
that's just a fucking sub.
So it was great though. Like every time I go to New York, I want to be nostalgic. Right? I gotta get me a slice of pizza. I gotta get me a hero. Gotta get me White Castle, something.
But I want a chopped cheese though from New York. Like
I got
real
you.
good one.
I'm gonna take you to a spot. I got you.
Cause like the ones I had
Right
here,
by my grandmother's house. I'm gonna take you to a spot in Brooklyn. Right by my grandma's house.
Don't yell at me if I don't know what it's called.
I'm gonna order it.
So overall, what are y'all's last thoughts on the weekend?
Last thoughts on the weekend. Wish I would have went every night of the weekend.
Okay.
First last thought. I wish I would have went every night of the weekend. Every night was a different experience. Every night brought something different to the table. Even extra innings. And who gets to be a part of a 3 a.m. show ending with fireworks at Yankee Stadium?
True
you know
that.
what I mean? Like, you're not going to really experience that ever again. You're never going to experience that again. So that alone would have made that great. But overall, I walked away from my night blueprint, 25 years of Jay-Z. I walked away from my night with immaculate respect. I really walked away like, yo, this is why this man is my GOAT, right? Like this man, I walked away like enjoying the show, having higher expectations out of other artists that I go see live. Not saying that they really disappoint me, but having higher expectations out of other artists that I go see live. And really just thinking about what does 25 years, what does 30 years look like with anything that you do, with any craft that you put in. You know what I'm saying? And not to just say I've been doing this for 30 years, but to really have a level of creativity still behind it, right? That you can still market and sell this shit like it's a brand new fucking album. He did better marketing now than the original fucking Reasonable Doubt drop.
Yeah.
That he was doing out of his fucking trunk of the Lexus GS 300.
He did.
Right? You get what I'm saying? So to be at that extent 30 years in, to see a show from even if I had not one extra guests or anything, I would have walked away loving my experience, loving the show. And for my wife to not be, for me, the big thing is, I know my wife is not a Jay-Z fan. So like to walk away and my wife be like, this was one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. Was really like, damn, you see that shit too.
Yeah.
So that for me was like the greatness. Like I can really see like, and I can really feel the respect to calling this man my GOAT, because 30 years in, 25 years in, to be able to, I never, ever, ever, ever thought in my life I would see the Blueprint live. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2001, I was 7 years old, 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right? In 2001.
Damn.
Right? So I know I was in elementary school. You know what I mean? Like I know I was in 3rd fucking grade at that time. Right? September 11th happened. I lived in
I was in
Brooklyn,
kindergarten.
New York.
Mm.
I lived in Brooklyn, New York. Right?
Yeah, so you was immersed in
So
it.
to be at this time where like I remember that day vividly. You know what I'm saying? Like I still remember that day vividly. That whole day, even down to waking up that morning, right? And having that album sit there waiting for me that morning, September 11th, 2001. Album sitting there waiting for me. CD player, brand new, sitting there waiting for me. Brand new. Random day. Right? Like my mom had to pick me up from school early that day. Shay picked me up from school early that day. Right? We got in a car accident on our way home from school.
That's crazy.
Right? Like I remember, I'm trying to tell y'all,
9/11?
I can remember 9/11 like
That's
vividly.
crazy.
Like I remember being in class in the 3rd grade. My teacher just started like freaking out and she just left. We was in that joint, no teacher.
That's crazy.
And I remember that morning, I remember it's a regular day. I woke up, got this album.
Hey, but it's
I'm
nuts that
listening
those
to
were on
this
the same
joint.
day, though, right?
It's nuts as fuck that was on the same day. I'm listening to this album on my way to school. Never thought of the impact that it would have. Never thought in my life, right? At that time, you know what I mean? You know how concerts work, right? Blueprint came out, we're going to see the concert. Boom. So I'm never going to see this. So to get to 25 years of Blueprint, it's like, I've been a Jay-Z fan for at least 25 years, but probably longer because like, yo, I remember my Uncle CJ is who got me into Jay-Z, who got me into Eminem, and my dad did too. But like these were the influences into my life, like especially living in New York, Brooklyn, New York, living in New York. My Uncle CJ had me listen to Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas, right? Wu-Tang. This shit was normal for me. This was just the music that I listened to. Never thought I would see Blueprint live 25 years. So to see that, I walked away and to not just see that, like I think expecting that I was going to have a great experience. But to see what Jay-Z put together, to see that show, to see that experience, to see how everybody came together, to see the vibe from me getting in there to during the show to the release, it just it topped him off as being one of my greatest. Like, I'm happy I can check that off on my bucket list. Like, I saw Jay-Z live.
At this show.
At Yankee Stadium. Right? Like, every time I think about that shit, I just go back to, I made the Yankees hot better than any Yankee can.
I think for me, my takeaway from the weekend, very much like you said, just an amazing experience. There's a lot of people that didn't have that experience. It's a lot of FOMO happening out there. So I'm glad that I was one of the lucky 43,000 people of that night. So I guess it wound up being damn near 150,000 people that saw it and was there live. I think I went on the right night. I wish I could have done all 3 nights, but budget, adulting, sometimes.
We got to do it.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
We got to figure it out.
But one night is better than nothing.
Better than none.
It just was like I'm literally still riding a high from that show over a week out. Like I don't really know if you know, you know. If you went, then you know, right? I am an avid concert goer. I've been that way for years, and I've been to a lot of good shows. But this was probably the best concert that I've went to. I really believe that. Another moment for me that I didn't talk about was when he brought out Memphis Bleak. I'm a huge Bleak fan. When he did Coming of Age. Now, when he, in the song, you like 9/8 these streets is mine. I graduated high school in 98. And so that was like that was our song. Like, that was our song. So when he brought him out, that was definitely nostalgic. And then, knowing the origin of Bleak and how Jay pulled him up and like that whole situation. It just, I love the way Jay took his time to make everything full circle moments. Like, like bringing out Jazzo and it just was.
And giving the respect to Jazzo.
Yes.
Not just bringing him out, but like really helping everybody to know.
It just was really, he thought about, I feel like he paid attention to such detail.
Yes.
And I really love that for him. I love how he incorporated his wife and his daughter into the show. Like, we were joking around and we was like, we know that Blue Ivy know who her father is, but I'm like, sis, do you really know who your father is? Because your father's that nigga. Like, I know you know he that nigga, but
do you know?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you think about, if you started at Reasonable Doubt, we were listening to the Jay-Z that was pimping hoes and flipping bricks and doing all that other stuff.
The nigga was still in the streets.
It's
like,
still right. Still
Reasonable
in the
Doubt,
streets.
that nigga was
still very much
heavy.
Yes.
In the streets. Like,
very much
Reasonable
so.
Doubt was like the nigga. The whole point of Reasonable Doubt is you gonna pick the streets or this.
And so now
the whole shit is that.
To see him on stage now with his wife and kids is like, what? I mean, we all grow and we all do that, but it's just different seeing it in your icons and stuff like that. So the one thing I will say, and then I'm going to shut up, if after going to this show or seeing clips of this show, give Jay his props. Stop playing with me. He don't have to be your GOAT. But if you can't sit here and say that nigga's not a GOAT. I think there's a difference. He don't have to be your GOAT.
That is true though.
But
who the fuck can come out and do a 30 fucking year show?
And please stop telling me. I saw a post the other day. Niggas was like, "Oh, 50 could have did a show like that." I was like, "Y'all just
50?" I know.
I was like, what other artist is selling out 3 nights in Yankee Stadium?
So I'm gonna say this. I do agree that 50 gives on a good show. Right? Because I even wanted to see the 50 Cent concert. But that motherfucker don't put together a Jay-Z fucking show.
You're not doing 150. You're not doing it. I'm gonna be honest. 40,000 people.
So even when Jay-Z, when 50, y'all gotta think, 50 just did the tour for the Get Rich or Die Trying. Right? It was right after, what was that, 2024, I think. 2023, 2024.
I do remember he went on tour.
He went on tour 2024 for the Get Rich or Die Trying reunion. Yo was barely showing up to the shows.
And here's the thing. There is a difference between going on a tour and going to different cities and selling thousands of tickets or whatever.
Or being at home.
And being at home, you're only doing 3 shows. Well, 2, and then you had to add a third.
You had to add a third.
And you have people fly. It was people that flew in from LA.
It was people coming in from all over. Like, even on our trip, even on our drive up, we was running into people. I was like,
there is something different than, I can buy a ticket at the local stadium downtown. Right. And do that. Versus
I'm going to New York.
He's only doing 3 shows.
And then all of a sudden, like, we got these extra shows, right? Like, he is going to be in Paris. He's going to be in LA.
But we didn't even know that then.
None of that shit was
at first. So it's like,
everybody was like, everybody was on the same tips.
I live in Seattle, but he in New York. I don't care. I'm about to buy tickets and go. That's different. So, all I'm saying is,
get that nigga his props.
Stop playing with that man.
Get that man his props.
And thank you, Beyonce, for letting your husband have his moment. Thank you.
She did.
Because
sometimes
she can be a little, but she let that man have his moment, and I appreciate that.
She supported 100%.
him. Thank you so much. And I'm done.
And not made it about her.
Mic drop.
I would say for me, what I took away from the concert is definitely just to remain open-minded. I'm a type of person, I love concerts regardless of whoever is the whoever's on the lineup or whoever's the head of the show. I'm going to go, I'm going to listen, I'm going to support, I'm going to try to figure out the songs, I'm going to try to learn them, or it may just be songs I already know. But the biggest thing I took away from it was like, don't go into something thinking that you're not going to have as much fun or you're not going to enjoy it. Like, just allow yourself to be in the moment and to really like feel it. Because I'm telling you, when I was there, when I left, I was like, I had a really good time. Like, I'm still hype a little bit. Like, dang, he brought out Eminem, he brought out Pharrell. Like, I never thought I would see these people in person. Like, or just Jay-Z, period. Like, I never thought I would see Jay in person ever. Like, so I'm like, wow, like, this is actually really cool, and it's really cool to be here and be a part of this moment. So my biggest takeaway would be to just remain open-minded and just enjoy yourself. Like, don't hold yourself to certain limits. Like, oh, I can't go because I don't know this. I don't know all the songs. Because that's sometimes how I am. Like, I don't know all the songs. Like, you can learn them.
Right.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. You not being the Jay-Z fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you say about it? Like, how would you describe the non-Jay-Z fan experience?
It was still an experience. Like, that shit was lit. Like, I loved it. Like, every moment of it. Like, I knew a lot more of the songs than I even thought I did. So I was just like, wow, I'm really enjoying it.
He did a lot of shit where it's like, you don't realize, like, damn, this shit was really popular.
Or you don't even, like, I didn't even know for a very long time until you told me that Eminem and Jay-Z had a fucking song together. Like, I didn't know that. So I was like, what? Like, and then when you played it, I was like, oh, this shit is hard. Like, I'm like, dang.
Most concerts are like that, though.
Yeah,
when
like,
you get there, you be like, damn,
right.
That used to be right.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that was a bop.
Oh,
so let me tell you, like, all right, so I'm going to give y'all an example, right? Mariah the Scientist, right? My wife is a big Mariah the Scientist fan. Me, I'm a big live music, like, can you sing? Can you have a band and everything? So, one of my gifts to her was Mariah the Scientist tickets, right? And I think we went for Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day weekend, something like that. And I got her Mariah the Scientist tickets. And we went to go see the show, and Mariah sung live band, whole time. And I mean, and I knew the songs because, like, she listens to them. She play them, right? So, like, I knew the songs, but, like, seeing it live, I was like, damn. So, fast forward, we go to Roots Picnic. Mariah the Scientist is there again. I'm like, yo, she's not gonna do this shit again. Fucking did the same shit. And I was like, fuck, that shit was good. So do it again.
So you telling me I need to go download some Mariah the Scientist?
Yes,
Listen, I'm telling you. So look, I'm gonna tell you this. I became, after the first show, seeing her perform, right? I'm a Jill Scott fan. So like when you can perform, I'm in it. I was like, I'm gonna have to download some of her shit. Right.
And you know what? That is the sign of a good show. And then again, I'm gonna shut up. But that's the sign of a good show when you leave the show, and you start downloading stuff. Because I'm like, there were a couple of Jay songs that I was surprised that I didn't have. But you know how when you with Apple, when you get new phones and stuff don't transfer or whatever. Yeah. And I was like,
I don't got this. I gotta go play that. Yeah, that's not on my little
like
list.
I'm in the Uber, like, nah, we need to download this and download that, So it was just good.
I literally played Jay-Z songs that next week. Like when I was at work, I was bumping all that shit. Like, so like,
I still am. Like, I'm still on a high from the show. So listen, if you see me, if you see me in Paris or you see me in LA, don't say nothing. Or no, say something.
Say something. Say
hey, friend,
say something because
I might be on it. I might be on it with you. I don't know if we're gonna make it to Paris.
I want
to go to Paris. The flight's not flighting, and I don't think Frontier go to Paris.
I'm screaming.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to Paris because of everything else we got going on. But I really have been
debating. Might be able to do.
I really have been debating LA. I really have been debating. So we might have to talk off of camera.
I'm gonna have to look. Yeah.
Maybe we might have to do something. But
I'm a travel agent, by the way.
Right. Look at her trying to make it happen. Right. Look at her trying to make it happen. She she letting us both know. Right. Like,
this was real.
It was a good show. It was a good time. I'm happy that we can celebrate Jay-Z. You know what I mean? 30 years of Jay-Z, right? 25 years of Blueprint. But let's just talk about 30 years of Jay-Z album-wise, right? Like, to be able to celebrate that, to see my GOAT.
And Jay, we waiting on a new album because we know it's coming. So
we waiting. We know it's coming.
Let's go.
We know it's coming. Anybody that was at the show,
Yeah.
If
It's
you
coming.
really paid attention, you know it's
You
coming.
can tell he cooking up something. So
You know it's coming.
everything is intentional, like you said. So
Right.
Well-
But even if you just listen to some of the things that even like Pharrell said, or like just, you gotta pay attention to the tea
Mhm.
leaves.
Yeah.
Something's coming. So we excited, Jay.
yeah.
We can't wait. I know whatever that's going to be, I'm gonna see that.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna be fire. But I will also say, going to New York City, seeing Jay-Z
It was a
at
vibe.
home, being at the Yankee Stadium,
Put the cherry on the top.
that was a vibe.
Well,
You know what I
definitely
mean?
did.
Like, I don't think the show would have hit the same anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
It wouldn't hit the same.
Mm-mm.
So, because even like Big throwing our set, the D train or the B train going by.
Oh
while
yeah,
Jay-Z,
you can see that. Yeah.
while Jay-Z performing, right?
Mhm.
Like, and at one point he stopped and just like, yo, this is Watch the Train, y'all. Like, so just seeing those moments.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
New
yeah.
York
Definitely being able to
moments.
see the train go back and forth. It
Right.
just added
It just
to
added to
everything.
it. It just
It
added
really,
to it.
really
And then
did.
him being in the moment too, like, yo, look at the trains. Like him being home, he probably felt like really at home.
At home. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it felt real New York. It felt real New York.
Well, that's what's up, y'all.
Well,
Well, you know, Jay-Z, we'll see you again.
yep.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time, y'all. So please follow me again. I'm Jorae, host of the Melanin 360 podcast. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can check out the website, melanin-360.com. And I'll see y'all later.
And make sure you follow the Marquee Unfiltered podcast wherever you are, social media wise. If that's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or if you follow us on YouTube, that's what we really want. Follow us on YouTube. Make sure that you
Yes.
subscribe. Marquee Unfiltered podcast. Make sure that you subscribe. Follow us on
Yes.
YouTube.
So we can monetize y'all. Come on. Everybody want to make a little coin.
Yeah, we try and get to see Jay-Z.
Yes. We trying
We're trying to make sure that we
Help
can
us
bring y'all this
fund
content.
Jay-Z tickets. Let's
Right.
go. Let's run it up.
Let's run it up. Help us make this content.
But yes.
That's what's up, y'all.